Welcome back to TSPN, where we cover all Tyrant sports. I'm your host, Logan Remiger, joined by co-host Austin Lucas and Colt Viz. We also have a special guest with us today, Hefe. Hefe, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Hefe's on this podcast because he took third at a wrestling tournament over Christmas break, which was called Trojan Wars. He lost in the semifinals. Was it 2-1?
Yeah.
Shouldn't have lost that match, but it doesn't matter. So we took a couple weeks off, but now we're back. We're going to try to get back to our normal schedule, one podcast a week, give you guys updates on all the winter sports. Our break was pretty long, now that I think about it. It was like a 2 month break.
A month and a half.
Yeah.
2 months.
When we were on break, 2 new podcasts decided to give it a shot and coming out of the hiding. So try to take a spotlight. Not going to work. So we'll have to shut them down like we did to the bad podcast. I mean, you're not going to go anywhere if you're just rating Gatorade.
Yeah, like, what?
Let's move on to boys basketball.
The boys basketball team has started the year off 4-3. They have some big wins over Phillipsburg, Bellwood, Hollidaysburg, and Bedford, which was in the Christmas tournament where they ended up getting second. They're ranked second in the Mountain League this year behind Bald Eagle. The boys team played Clearfield and Huntington last week. They ended up losing to Clearfield but beating Huntington with Draven, leading scoring with 15.
15. I could drop that.
At Res?
At Res, yeah, at Res, bro.
Res ball.
Have you ever seen me at Res? I'm crazy.
Girls basketball wasn't looking too hot at the beginning of the year, starting 3-4. The most recent win for the girls was a 62-41 victory over Clearfield. The team is led by senior Kaylin Gibbons and junior Bree Paul. The team is very young and has potential for the next upcoming years. Only a way to improve. But that record, that being said,
Moving on to boys wrestling. They're 4-2 this year. Sorry, 3-2. They wrestled in 2 tournaments and placed 12th out of 50 teams and 22nd out of 50 teams. First tournament was Panther Classic, where we had multiple places. Hefe, do you want to talk about that tournament and tell us who placed and how far they made it?
That's a tough tournament. So we had 5 guys that placed, 3 that made it to the semifinals. So the 3 that made it to the semifinals were Logan, of course.
yes, sir.
We had Lucas Walk, and then we had myself, who all made it to the semifinals. And then we had Andrew Weaver and Kyle Scott, who both fought back through the consies. Kyle and Luke both got 5th, and then me, Logan, and Andrew got 6th.
Yeah, we had a semi-slide together.
Yeah.
The second tournament was Trojan War, where Hefe was the only placer. He took 3rd. Kyle Scott and we lost in the blood rounds. Andrew Weaver lost in the round before blood rounds, which is blood rounds is if you win, you place. If you lose, you're out of the tournament. The wrestling team losses are to PO and Penns Valley. Their highlight win so far this year is Altoona. Kind of spanked Altoona.
Guys are struggling with the forfeits.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Giving up all those points, it's kind of hard to win anything. Right?
Yeah.
All right, for the upcoming events, we have swimming today, Monday, January 9th at Homer Center. So make sure you pop out. Brady Dog.
Homer Center, where's that?
IUP?
Really?
Yeah,
He said they had
a
a swim meet today at IUP.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Boys basketball today, Monday, January 9th, I think, at Bald Eagle.
Yeah.
And then varsity tomorrow, Tuesday, January 10th, Clearfield. Where at? Is it at Clearfield?
I got no clue. Oh, wrestling?
Yeah, wrestling.
Yeah, it's at
Tomorrow
Clearfield.
at Clearfield.
Yep.
All right, well, they wrestle at Clearfield. Girls varsity, they play Tuesday against Bald Eagle. Boys basketball, they play at Bellefonte the 12th, and girls play Friday the 13th at Bellefonte.
We got a loaded schedule this week. I mean, especially wrestling and basketball. Basketball, who'd they play over the weekend? They went down to Greater Johnstown, right?
Yeah, I don't know who won that.
Greater Johnstown won
They're good
by
this year.
about
though.
30, I heard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're good this year, so.
I heard at halftime they were down by 4 points, and then Greater
Just pulled
Johnstown just pulled away. So let's move on to you, Hefe. Hefe, what does your future hold for you?
Go to college, hopefully continue my career in either football or wrestling. I'm more of a football guy, to be honest. I'd rather go to a football school, but
Yes, sir.
it just depends on what offers I get, I guess.
Scholarships, of course, too.
Yeah.
And that leads right into the next question. Football or wrestling?
Football. Football was my first love. And I just
Come
like,
on, I don't know about that.
I think so. Wrestling, I started earlier, sure. I started wrestling in kindergarten. Logan was my partner.
Yeah,
That's kind of hard. That's kind of hard to believe now
Quite a big
nowadays.
difference between the two now.
But and then I started football, and I don't think I was too good my first year. But then after that, I kind of learned how to hit people, and then I fell in love with just smacking people. So
Who inspires you the most and why?
my dad,
Beal.
yes sir,
Bill
Bill Ewing.
Bill.
He has shown up to pretty much every wrestling match, football game. He shows up to practices, sits on the hill.
Yes, sir. We see him on the
Yeah.
Shout out, Bill.
He put me in all the wrestling camps, spent a lot of money on me when I was younger, trying to get me better for nowadays, and I think it paid off. He has a lot of health issues now, but he still shows up to all the important stuff, which is really inspiring. So,
Shout out, Bill.
How long have you been wrestling?
since kindergarten. So that's what,
Would that be 13 years?
13 years, somewhere around there? Yeah.
Jeez. Still suck. Biggest accomplishment. I'm going to take a guess at this one, say making it to states last year.
Yeah, I'd say so. In wrestling, at least. It's a pretty big accomplishment as a sophomore.
How about football?
I guess just all the awards, like the first team for the conference, first team All-Stars, just leading the team in sacks, tackles for loss.
Really leading the defensive line and offensive line.
Yeah, just a big leader.
What would be your dream college?
I want to go to Stanford. That's one of my favorites. I know it's a school. You have to be smart to get in. I know that,
How
but
they get into?
I think I'm pretty smart. I should finish top 10 in the class.
You're
Hopefully,
pretty smart.
Yeah, I'm in all the honors classes, so I should have a chance of getting there. And they have a wrestling program which almost got shut down.
They do.
And they recently had that guy got won a national.
champion.
Yeah, which is why that really influenced me.
Yeah. Okay. What is the story behind the nickname Hefe?
So
Braden,
three of us in
Ewing.
here, Austin and me, Logan, all go to a trainer. His name's Nick Getz.
Shout out.
Shout out Nick. Yeah.
Nicholas Gatz.
So
Getz is gym.
we were doing runs down to the track in the summer about 2 years ago, and he just called me Hefe one time, and since then it stuck.
Those were the OG days.
Everyone calls you it. Does your family call you it?
Occasionally, yeah. Occasionally, my sisters. do.
Nothing beats the boss.
That OG nickname, the boss.
OG's the boss.
All right, that wraps up the first episode back from our break. Thank you